Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now I think it is on, I believe. Good afternoon, bachcho. Let's see. Let's confirm. Yes, now. Good afternoon, Anwar. Sharanya, good afternoon. Durga Prasad, good afternoon. Ananya, Manish, good afternoon. Okay, Sajid Hussain, good afternoon. Very good. Blessy, Kusuma, Ramya, good afternoon, Ramya. Good afternoon, Kusuma. Sorry, not Blessy, but Kusuma. Kusuma, Ramya, Visheshya, good afternoon. Shruti, good afternoon. Niharika, good afternoon. Bhavya, Akash, and Mohammad Naveed, good afternoon, beta. Shankar, Sahiti, Varshit, good afternoon. Kavita, good afternoon. Deepak, good afternoon. Avinash, good afternoon. Preeti, good afternoon. So good afternoon, Bacho. You have written a test, I believe. A test has happened. I think Sunday test is postponed to Monday. And yesterday you have written a test. Anyone who has not written the test because of some information problem or something, everyone wrote the test. Any problem in the questions? Bacho, any problem in the questions? You got 155, decent score. Vijay, good. Good, Vijay. Any other marks? Please share your marks. 330, very good. Total biology, very good. And in zoology, paper is little confusing what the people 170. Krishna, Velugu, very good. 170. 175, Durga Prasad, it's really commendable, commendable. Naveed, 551 total, I believe. And Visheshya, 170, commendable. I find my students are not, I think 5-6 members have scored 180, 180. Wherein the number is more than 10, hardly 4, 5 names. Okay. Then Sahasra, 160. Okay, good. 168, 160, 166. 172 is Naveed, good. Sajid Hussain, 162. 165, Preeti, 176. Sorry, Gaming Bro, 685 is Durga Prasad. It's really clapping. Good, very good. 685 is a good score. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Okay? And you have enough time, you can take it to 700 plus. How much you got this year, Durga? How much you got this year? Okay, light is getting too much of bright. Even I am also feeling too much of bright. Okay, I'll ask someone to get it. Okay, maybe. But the switches, I don't know. Let me. This is coming here, so it's going into this one. So probably it is having this one. Ye hai na ye. Okay. Make sense? This much enough? Okay, then. Is it okay now? Is it okay? Perfect? It was getting too much of bright. Okay, the 432 to 685. Very good. Visheshya, 675. It's really, really good score. And Shyam, total 658 and 170. 170 is a very good score. Okay, Durga Prasad, you are a good contender. Visheshya, good contender. Manish, 680. Oh, amazing. Amazing, amazing. You guys can really go to 700 plus. You all have 675. Sajid Hussain, amazing, amazing. Amazing. 675. 649, Preeti, very good. I think you scored 165 in zoology and total 649, good one. Okay, Hari Surya 622 and 165. Okay, okay, 622. You guys are really good. I have to really work more harder for you guys. Okay, amazing. I have to be more harder for you. Okay, can you discuss? Can you say some questions where some explanation required, some confusion? In one question, I found a confusion where the most appropriate term they asked about alternation of generation. The most appropriate term is metagenesis, because even alternation happens in the plants, and in plants that is not a that is different from what medusa and polyp form. So that one is one question I find where the key correction little required. We can see if we can have a key correction in that one. Tarun 610 180. Now first time we got a 180 guy. 180 Tarun, good. Very good Tarun, keep it up, very good. Very good. I have to really become more serious for you guys. Tell me the questions that need discussion. Tell me the questions. You can just say the question. In Nidaria, which type of fertilization? Nidaria, external fertilization, beta. Fertilization is external in Nidaria. We'll follow like this. Sir, due to information problem, I didn't attempt exam. Please, can you send question paper in the group? Yes. I don't have access to the group. Do you see my name also in the group? If my name is in the group, I will again see and I will send that. But in book, it is not given. Book, I told you that the one with internal fertilization in case of non-chordata are these. They have internal fertilization. I told you that. So I'm not in the group now. I will ask them to join me in the group. Maybe because we have so many group now, so I archive different type of group. That's why I was asking. Polyp is free swimming or marine? No. Polyp is not free swimming. Polyp is fixed. Polyp is fixed. And it can be marine or freshwater. That is a different thing, beta. Marine is a different thing. Marine means the one that live in ocean environment. Ocean, like sea, or where the salt concentration is about 30, more than that, okay? Medusa is, yes, Medusa is free swimming. Yes. Sessile, very good. We call them as sessile. Sessile means non-motile. Sessile, fixed, the one that is fixed, non-motile. In spongilla, spongilla is marine, but it is given as freshwater. Spongilla is only example, which is the freshwater sponge. Generally, sponges are marine, general. But spongilla is freshwater. You are saying ulta. Spongilla is a freshwater sponge. See, make a common sense. Life originate in water. Millions of years originate in water. Which water? On this earth. Earlier, we have the oceans, big oceans. Later on, life came from the oceans to these rivers or ponds. So life originated in water. Corals. Corals are sessile. Corals are colonial. They are sessile. Very good. Medusa is umbrella shaped. That is correct. Very good. Okay. One question is section B about metamerism is about confusing. 89th question, I believe 89th. 89th we are claiming. Yes, Preeti, we are claiming 89th question. In 89th question, I think the answer should not be 4, rather than the answer should be 2 or 3. It should be metamerism. Segmentation and metamerism. See, segmentation is a general term. Even my head, thorax, abdomen is 3 segments. Even in case of mollusca, they have a distinct head, visceral mass, foot, 3 segments. So segmentation can also be taken as a general word, right? But metamerism truly for external and internal segmentation, plus every segment has at least some important organs. That is metamerism, na beta. So clearly, NCERT book has given that metamerism, and the teacher was asking the term. The term is metamerism. Book lungs in king crab or scorpion. Scorpion. How come scorpion can have king crab? How come king crab can have book lungs, beta? Crab is aquatic. In aquatic, lungs will be totally useless, na? वहां पे क्या होंगे? Book gills will be there. Book gills, king crab. Scorpion has got book lungs. We can say book lungs in scorpion. Mollusca is unsegmented. Yes. Okay, that I found that question, and if the wall, this screen is not visible, na, because we have switched off the light, you can tell me. If it's everything okay, you will continue. Right. So what I was saying that the coelomate phyla, okay, or I should call it eucoelomate phyla. So we have AAM, Annelida arthropoda, and mollusca. Then after mollusca is echinodermata, and then hemichordata and chordata, EHC. Okay, so these are the eucoelomate phyla 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Right. Now, out of them, the one which are segmented, you know that AAC are segmented. A, and C, they are segmented. Okay, we make na AAC segmented. So, coelomate but unsegmented. Eucoelomate but unsegmented will be mollusca, echino, and hemichordata. Okay, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata. These are eucoelomates, unsegmented eucoelomates. We can call them as unsegmented eucoelomates. And whenever we are meaning this segmented, we are actually meaning the true segmentation, metamerism. In that question, they ask the term. The term is a different thing. Otherwise, we can, when we say segmented phyla, obviously we are actually referring to phyla which have metamerism. Unsegmented eucoelomates, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata. Okay, beta? Tell me, aim for NEET answer, which state from you. Then, beta, these questions, sometime else, totally focused questions. Segmentation will also come na, Durga Prasad. Segmentation. Segmentation in what? I didn't get that. You can ask the question number. Okay, okay. Can you tell me the last phylum that we have completed? Last phylum? Echinodermata or that mollusca? Last phylum. Echino completed. Echinodermata over. Completed na? Okay, echinodermata completed. Very good. Now, let us revise the names of all the mollusca. Okay, so in mollusca, I am asking you the 8 names, because 8 names in a packet we have to remember. Okay, in a packet we have to remember. Right. So 8 names in case of mollusca. And my first question is, what is apple snail? Scientific name of apple snail. Come on, apple snail. Learn them. Paila, paila, very good. Apple snail, paila, good. Paila, apple snail, good. Now tell me, see here. Very good, good, very good. After that, see here. See here, not this here. Khargosh. Aplasia, 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 aplasia. I'll tell you one secret. Aplasia. Now I always remember aplasia and pila together because to keep them, to learn that they belong to the same phylum. So pila, aplasia. Like that, you know, the two comes after that in a rhythm. Pila, aplasia. Because the problem is, you know, some names we forget in which phylum they are, right? So we have to keep them like that, okay? Then other mollusca, I'll ask you, what is the name of devilfish? Devilfish, come on. Without seeing the book, if you have NCERT open in front of you, keep something over it. Don't see the names. Devilfish. Very good, good, very good. Octopus, good. Those who are very good, not good in typing, they can just write OCT. I will accept that. Very, very good. Octopus. Tell me, there is another fish called cuttlefish. Cuttlefish. So this is devilfish. Devilfish is octopus. Octopus. You have to write the cuttlefish. Come on, cuttlefish. Yes, cuttlefish is sepia. Sepia. Very good. Sepia. Cuttlefish. Sepia. Very good. Sepia. Cuttlefish is sepia. Cuttlefish, sepia. Very good. Sepia. Now tell me, squid. Squid. Squid game. Squid. Tell me the name of squid. Yes, squid. Loligo. Loligo. Very good. Loligo is squid. Loligo. Loligo. Okay. 3 more names. Tell me the scientific name of tusk shell. Loligo. Lol. Okay. Lol. Loligo. Lol. Unknown boy Sandy. How good names you have. Okay. Anyways. Dentalium. Very good. Dentalium. Dent. Dent. Denta means tooth. And tusk. Tusk is actually modified teeth only. Tusk. Right? Dentalium. Dentalium. It is also called tusk shell. Denta. Denta means tusk. Tusk means teeth, modified tooth. One tusk, na? So modified tooth. For example, the tusk of elephant are modified upper incisors. Tusk of walrus. Walrus is also one dangerous looking, mammal. And its tusks are modified, canines, modified canines. Very good. So tusk means tooth. Dentalium, tusk shell. And here goes the most important one, the pearl oyster. Pearl oyster. Pearl oyster. Tell me the name. Pearl oyster. Pearl oyster. Very good. And this is pink tada. Pink tada. Pink tada pearl oyster. Your pronunciation can be different than my pronunciation, or we don't know which one is correct. My can be different from yours. Okay, but then, actually, one thing very important, if you cannot pronounce anything, you cannot learn also. So whichever the pronunciation, right or wrong, we have to speak it out, okay? If you cannot speak, you cannot pronounce, you cannot learn. So yes, it is pink tada. Pink tada, very good. It is mollusca. And yes, we have got one more is see here ho gaya na, Aplasia, Pila, apple snail, and octopus, sepia, Dentalium. Let me recall. Which one is another mollusca? Mollusca Ketopleura. Yes. Tell me the scientific name of chiton. Scientific name of chiton. Chiton. Yes, Ketopleura. Chiton. Very good. Ketopleura. Ketopleura. So learn them in all of them in one packet. I'm not saying that they are the only one, but then in the examination, the NEET examination, you are supposed to know only these one. Okay. Now, similarly, echinodermata. Not these 8 names, but in echinodermata also, some names we have to learn them together. For example, like starfish. Now, this is echinodermata. Some special point about echinodermata. E for echinodermata, E for excretory system. They have excretory system is absent. There is no excretory system in echinodermata, right? Echinodermata, no excretory system. And yes, they have got dermal ossicles, which are mesodermal in origin. And also remember that they have got water vascular system. And yes, they are dioecious and external fertilization that is there. And they are marine, exclusively marine. They are exclusively marine phylum. Okay, right. Now, examples you have got, one is starfish, starfish, okay, starfish. Ester means star. Ester means star. Star ban gaya IAS. Star IAS. Star IAS. Okay. So this is starfish. Ester ban gaya IAS. Star. Then echinus. Echinus commonly called sea urchin. Echinus. Sea urchin, echinus. Okay, let me write the name. Echinus, ECHINUS. Echinus. This is called sea urchin. Then there is a lily also, sea lily. Don't be silly. Okay, this is Antedon. This is sea lily. Antedon. Lily, don't be silly. The dawn says lily, don't be silly. Okay? Antedon. And yes, most important, they all are echinoderms. That is important to keep them together, all these names. And then there is one name also that is called Ophiura. Okay? Ophiura. Ophiura is brittle star. Ophiura. Brittle star. Hey, cucumeria, I was forgetting. Yes, see cucumber. Dawn was asking for cucumber. Okay. So let us begin. Bring cucumeria. Okay. So Dawn, Lily, don't be silly and get me cucumber. Okay. No, this Ophiura. Ophiura becomes so wild that it is, so thin. It has got very thin arms, and it is just playing with the arms. What happened? The arm broke. Why? Because it is already brittle. They are very, very brittle. Arms are very brittle. Okay? Learn that this is brittle star. Please learn. Brittle star, okay? Ophiura, brittle star, very small, very thin arms. They can be easily broken. And why they break the arms? Just to avoid the predator, just to confuse the predator and run away, they break their arms, okay? Echinus is sea urchin. Ester ban gaya IAS is a starfish, okay? And well, I can remember these examples of echinodermata. Any other example, guys? Any other example? Brittle break, that can easily break. Brittle star, very good. Brittle star of Ophiura. Actually, it is also called serpent star. Serpent, because they look like snakes when they in water they are moving. They look like snakes. So the name is Ophio. Ophio means snake. Ophio means snake. Ura means tail, snake tail. The name goes like that. So there are origin of names can be different, okay? So just remember about them. And also remember that the dermal, the dermal ossicles are mesodermal in origin. Okay, the dermal ossicles, beta, they are ossicles, and ossicles means bones, tiny bones, and bones are specialized connective tissue, and connective tissue is mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal in origin. So remember that. Okay, bacho. Before starting the hemichordata, who can tell me radula? In which phylum do you notice radula? Which phylum has radula? Radula, which phylum? Radula. Yes, mollusca, radula, mollusca. Very good. And radula help in digestion or feeding. Radula help in digestion or feeding. Come on. Digestion or feeding. Radula. Radula help in rasping or feeding. It helps in feeding. Radula, rasping. It is in the mouth. It is toothed tongue. It is toothed tongue. Toothed tongue. Okay. Toothed tongue. Radula. It is for rasping. Very good. And it is a characteristic feature of mollusca. Mollusca. Okay, bachu. Mollusca. Then all the phyla which are exclusively marine. Okay, so exclusively marine. That means only marine. Okay, and that too we are first studying the non-chordates in non-chordates. Okay, exclusively marine non-chordates. There are three in number. One is Ctenophora, one is echino, and one is hemichordata. These three are exclusively marine. Ctenophora, echinodermata, hemichordata, and the answer is all of these. All of these exclusively marine non-chordates, are all of these. Very good. File, very good. Yes, file, radula, Anuraj. Yeah, file, beta, file, file, not that office wala file. File is for scraping, file. You have seen file for scraping. Ladies, girls know that after cutting your nails, you file them to shape them. Or ladies or gents, all file to shape them. Okay? So, in the nail cutter, there is a file where some lines are there. We can scratch it, we can scrape it. So that scraping is, filing, scraping. So file is this one. Okay, I'll tell you. File like. Or else, if I can get a picture of rasping, I will show the rasping itself. Okay, if I can get rasping, I will show rasping itself. You understand? Okay, rasping in mollusca. Rasping in mollusca. Okay, I am looking for a picture because yes, this one, not this one, not this one. I think this is good. Not this one. Just scraping and eating. Scraping the floor, scraping and eating, scraping, filing. It is just like this, okay? It is like this. Filing. You see this one? You see this one? And they are just moving it as a result. They are scraping the ground. And by that, they are just because whatever the deposit is, that organic matter, nutritious matter is for them. And I just want to tell you what is file. File is this one. File F-I-L-E, file. Okay. The file is document, plastic, paper, icon, cover, transparent, metal. मेटल में भी देखो ये ना ये और you know this one, it is a file, so it help in filing. I hope now you understand the file. It help in filing. Okay, yeah. It came. No? Here दिख रहा है ये scraping. This one scraper. These are called files. These are called files. In the nail cutter also, if you see, there is a fine file is there in the nail cutter. These are the different type of files. I hope now everyone knows the file, what's the meaning of file, like that's not a problem. Okay guys, so let's move now. And let us now start with the hemichordata. Hemichordata, half chordate. Hemichordata is their half chordates. Hemichordata, half chordates. Okay. So are they really chordates? Half chordate. That means they have got some characters of chordata, and of course, so what they are actually, they are non-chordata, but they have some characters of chordata. So where shall we keep them? They are non-chordate. Okay. So let us now talk about the hemi. First point about hemichordata is that they are exclusively marine. Exclusively marine. Okay. Then second point about them is that they have got three basic parts in the body, and that is got proboscis, proboscis, proboscis. Okay. Another part is collar, and then last part is tail. Three parts. Okay. So three parts in their bodies: proboscis, collar, tail. Proboscis, collar, tail. Okay. They have got proboscis. Proboscis is which is extending out of the mouth. Extending out of the mouth is called proboscis. The word pro means in front. Proboscis. Okay, proboscis in front. So proboscis, collar, and trunk. So PCT. Now, let me just show you that this is a the proboscis looks like, and then there is a collar. There is a collar. Okay. NCRT has drawn a very wrong diagram, and shamefully they have not corrected this time also. And this is their tail region. Okay. And so this is the proboscis part, proboscis, and this is part is the collar part, and this remaining is the tail part. What they have done, here is gills are there, pharyngeal gills, and these gills are named as collar by the textbook, NCRT textbook. No problem, beta. What to do? We have to. What to do? Actually, no teacher will ask you that label the correct one. And if at all teacher asks you, then follow that only. Okay. Now, why they are called? Why they were earlier capped in? So earlier they were capped earlier part of their protochordata. Part of protochordata. Now, protochordata means they are the initial chordates. Protochordata. Protochordata means they are the initial chordates. But later on, they brought back and then they kept in non-chordata. Okay. Now, why this happened? Why non-chordata? Why again they are brought back? Okay. First of all, why they were kept in the chordata at all is because of a fundamental character called notochord. They say that they have a notochord in the anterior part of the body. But then that notochord is a mistaken structure. There is a mouth and there is a buccal diverticulum. Okay, I'll show you the mouth, buccal cavity, okay? And they have a buccal diverticulum. Diverticulum is a diversion. Buccal diverticulum. And that diverticulum is their diversion, and you can see this diversion coming in the anterior part, buccal diverticulum. Then this is their other part, then pharynx. After that, intestines, their alimentary canal. Let us go like this, okay? Fine. The proboscis can be seen here. So the proboscis is here. This is the proboscis. Proboscis, okay? Let me show that little smaller. And this is a proboscis. At the end of this, there is a kidney-like structure, which is called proboscis gland. And you know, it does what it does. It does the function of kidney only. That is excretion. Excretion. This is proboscis gland. This is proboscis gland. Proboscis gland. This orange color thing that I've shown is the proboscis. Proboscis. Okay. Now you can see the buccal cavity. This is a buccal cavity. Buccal cavity. Buccal cavity. And this is a buccal diverticulum. Okay. So this is not a notochord. This is not a notochord at all. Notochord is a mesodermal structure. This is a stomochord. They call it as stomo. Stoma means mouth. Stomochord. Stomochord. And stomochord, I hope this is simple, na? That earlier they were thought that they have a notochord and very primitive type, so they have kept in a protochordate. But then later on, they were brought back to the non-chordates because what they consider as a notochord is actually a stomochord. It is just a tube-like diversion of the buccal cavity. That's what buccal diverticulum literally means. Just keep in mind, body has three parts: proboscis, collar, and trunk. Uh, just in the examination, I don't think so anyone will ask you the labeling. What they can ask you, what is the excretory structure? The excretory structure, the proboscis glands, excretory structure of hemichordata are proboscis glands. That is one question. Another question, out of hemichordata, I am asking you, and let me see who can answer the first. My question to you is, what is the excretory organ in echinodermata? Excretory organ in echinodermata, come on. Excretory organ in echinodermata. I wanted to tell you a very important fact also about keeping the papers thoroughly. And yes, it is absent. Very good. Very good. They do absent. Very good. Echinodermata, excretory organs are absent. Good. And in hemichordata, they are not absent. A proboscis gland. Very good. Another question is, another point I want to discuss is, Beta, you have seen the questions, and I know that there are many doubts you may have, but because there is a medium is not that fluent, therefore some doubts are still remaining. Well, honestly, if you go through them again, you will understand them. But don't leave them. Preserve them. Use a stapler. Buy one stapler if at all it is not handy. And whenever you are going to buy a stapler, before buying a stapler, buy stapler pins. I think we all have staplers at home. First what happened, the stapler pins are ipendi. After that, stapler lost. So please buy a stapler, and they are not expensive. Last year, they were like 5 rupees one packet. 5 rupees. $5. You can at least buy 10 of them and keep them, okay, handy. And now these papers, you can, you are having online access now. That's very good. You can keep them in a file. All these PDF, you can keep them in a file. And whenever the next time a test is declared, based on basis of classification, porifera, please revise the questions. Please revise the questions. And it will take a lot of time to revise, so don't do like that. Whenever you write any test, after that, just like a journalist go, some event happens and then the camera and mic, journalists go and they do journaling. You become a journalist. I know it is tiring, but you have to do this tiring work. And journalism, for example, if you're okay with the, editing in PDF, okay, you can do that. Or else on one piece of paper or a notebook, you can do that. So what type of this thing is there? Like if you can do it in the file, you can do like question. You can just write the reason of the wrongs. Suppose if you have made two mistakes, why this mistake happened? Could not understand the language of the question correctly. Number one. Number two, did not revise. Number three, could not understand. Number four, sir, did not taught in the class. Number five, out of NCRT. Number six, forgotten. Any reason, the real reason, because that reason only you knows. And don't feel yourself less powered. Arey yaar, sir, we are the student. Na? For that we came to you. You are asking us to analyze. No, no, beta, no, no. After a few months, you'll be sitting in medical colleges. You will be considered as Dr. Garu. People call you Dr. Garu. You will be analyzing the things. People understand, oh, yeah, oh, medico hai. They are medicos. They will always think good about our brains, the analytical brain. So it is not, we are not identifying ourselves. We are not understanding our power. Like Lord Hanuman. Lord Hanuman, we are like this same. Lord Hanuman had lot of powers and lot of knowledge, but the problem is he could not remember every time. He used to forget. Yeah, I'm a mere monkey. And when he realizes, then he has got immense power. Okay, I'm not spreading Hinduism here. I'm just telling you, you are not an ordinary one. After a few months, people like you and sit into medical colleges, and there you have a different demeanor, different, total different outlook, and outlook of the people for you is also different. You understand? And that change happens. It is not that you take a syrup or something. No. What I am trying to say, analyze yourself. You are the best analyst of yourself. You are the best one. Right? So you can take help of, just like in medical college also. In the medical college, we take help of our seniors, right? Similarly, we all teachers can help you like your seniors. Senior means what is extra in us? Nothing. Just more age, that is nothing. Only thing is that particular test, for the last so many years, we are observing the test and trend and subject, and that's what we are doing. If 1 year I do IIT, 1 year I do physics, 1 year I do chemistry, 1 year zoology, I won't be of any use to you. I am only used to you because for so many years I am analyzing zoology, NEET. Right. So you can take help, but you are the best judge of yourself. Judge, make a journalist. And if you can take a printout, if it is not that much expensive for you, can take a printout. And in that printout, you can do journaling. And journaling does not require, it should not be more than 10 minutes. It should be very fast. You can make some, it is only for you, secret. Only you can understand, no one else can understand. And no one else should understand that. Why? It is only for you. So, symbol, why I am saying you, there are some questions, make some symbols in the paper for questions which are like without fail, you have to revise them. For example, suppose some questions are there which I have to revise whenever a test from the beginning of the chapter is announced. I have to revise them. Those questions I will make something like hash inside a circle or a plus sign inside a circle or maybe a dollar sign or maybe two stars. Again, this is your decision what symbol you use. What symbol you, it is your decision. Okay. Suppose dollar sign. Dollar sign are the questions which are important. And if I can revise them, it is fine. But okay. But then I can make two star questions are the one which without fail I have to do them. That type of analysis is required and you have to do. And you have a brain to do that because you will be doing that after some years. After some years, you'll be doing the same thing. The person does not change, the personality, won't change. Only thing is that some more experience you gain, that's it. Otherwise, the same. So it is called management. Patient treatment is called management. Patient management. And if you think that, sir, वो तो books में लिखा हुआ, we'll follow the books only, no. If it is totally from the books and it is so black and white, why can't a computer can treat a patient? Okay, so disease, we can put the disease there, age, sex, symptom, for how many days symptoms are there, and then treatment comes. It won't happen. There is no mobile, there is no supercomputer also. Only human being, a living brain, a living person. He has to judge, he has to understand the situation, he has to analyze the situation and then take the decision. After MBBS, young MBBS, you are just completed your MBBS, you take some job that's called, junior resident. And every hospital has junior residents, senior residents. And now junior residents are kept as for standby. For example, in the night, so one or two junior residents in the ward and trained nurses are there, trained compounders are there. I think they have 20 times more knowledge than a young MBBS doctor. Young MBBS just came out from the college, just did 1 year of training, compulsory internship, that's it. These are very senior people, but in every hospital, the protocol, every hospital, private, government, anything, protocol is the decision has to be taken only by the doctor, even though the nurses, they know 20 times more than the doctor because they are doing this for the last 20 years. And they know what the medicines which are available in the local area, they know in our own pharmacy of the hospital which medicine is available, what can be done. All these things, they know better, but then they will stand in front of the doctor. You first, you decide. And there I have seen young doctors. I can see myself in them. There I see that young doctors that really take good decisions. I know that sometimes they ullu banao the things which they don't understand. So being a doctor from outside, I don't show them from out, but inside I know ullu bana raha hai, now he is trapped. But I never discourage them, let them for my own family members. No, doctor sahab, aap bataiye. I never discourage them. You have to take so decision, beta. कितना साल है? 4.5 साल, 5 साल. After 5 years, in front of you, a 45-year-old compounder or nurse asking you, sir, bata dijiye, are you okay? Can we give this? And you are saying, okay, you can give him injection de do. Sir, injection de de? हाँ, de do, injection de do. When you are in doubt, you can go and you can ask your senior. Okay, that is there. And that is the protocol. But then in front of them, you can take a decision. That power is there. And it is not that only when you have joined a college or NEET coaching center, only those who have not joined, they don't. Everyone have. Everyone has that ability. They all are born Hanuman. Find it out inside. So always discover a doctor within you. First, discover a medical student, a medical learner within you. And to go there, you have to give a good fight. So you are a guy guy means anyone, guy, girl. You are person who means business. So you are a tough competitor, tough. People take you seriously. Iske answers, tough competitor. People are afraid of you. You can change the game anytime. Do the journaling of the paper. Question paper. In the question paper itself, identify why the error happened. Minimum words. Maybe, suppose you could not understand the language of the question, okay? You could not read it completely, okay? So, reading problem. You could not understand the language of the question, what actually it is asking, understanding question, okay? You did not read, suppose examiner asked incorrect and you just counted correct and put that silly mistake. And in that, please write down correct, incorrect. Because the best way to do that, whenever you read an MCQ, try to do with your hands. How to do with hands? We do with eyes and brain, na? How to do with hands? With the hands, like even at this, I read the question. And suppose if incorrect is asked, gola, circle around it. Very careful. The whole game is in the first two lines. And we are reading the four statements and wasting our time, and we lost the game in the first two lines only. Read those two lines carefully. Keep a pen. Tip of the pen is very good for focus, okay? Or maybe the finger. With a fingertip, read it properly. Know what is being asked. Correct, incorrect. You start doing correct, incorrect first. A tick for correct, cross for, or any symbol that you, and after that you can count that whether correct asked, incorrect asked. Because without that, if you fold your hands and read the question, but I don't think so that much of competent or that comes with lot of years of practice, lots and lots of, and only even after that also when you've done those type of question many times, then you can fold your hands and do. Otherwise, you have to involve yourself. Every body part has got some intelligence. It is not that the intelligence only is here. When you underline something, something also got underlined in the brain. Right? When you circle something, something happens in the brain. Body parts, these body parts, they can control the brain. Earlier, it was thought that when we do jogging, running, climbing the stairs, and the breathing system begins faster. Everyone think that because CO2 is more, okay, and more work required, more BMR, and therefore, more CO2, and CO2 affect the respiratory center and the brain become. Oh, I am also teaching you this only. I will teach this only at this stage. But in the first year, when you read the medical physiology, then you realize that from the proprioceptors, there are some receptors in the joints. From they are called proprioceptors. From the proprioceptors, signal go to the brain and the brain understand that the CO2 problem, can happen after some time. And from that moment only, the breathing become faster. I will teach you same, CO2 more, CO2 affect your respiratory center, breathing become deeper and faster. Better because right now that is not required. So every body part can send signal to the brain. You understand this, okay? So involve yourself when doing the questions. Minimizing the mistake is the key behind everything. And more important, don't repeat the same mistake. Suppose if any one of you have committed 5 errors in the yesterday's paper, not even a single point of worry. But what is worrying is those 5 type of mistakes should not be repeated again. And if we think that we don't repeat, better sorry. Humans are very difficult to change. We are very difficult to change. I am experienced, very difficult to change with you. After 3 years, 4 years, Same mistakes are being repeated. So become conscious of that this is not a simple thing. Oh, I have seen, no, I've made this mistake, done. I will not repeat. No, become conscious of that. We have tendency to make the mistakes again and again. Journal. Make a journaling, not in a diary, in the question paper itself. But when you are journaling, use some different color, like red color for journaling. If you are solving, because every paper has 5 unsolved questions. So 5 into 4, 20. After every test, you are getting 20 smart questions. I call them smart questions because those questions you have left them in choice. So the first thing that you have to solve are those 20 questions. A must. And the main training is that only. I cannot say much about the truth in the life, but the main training of any competition is that only. That paper train you. Testing trains a person. Doing hemichordata? Oh, enough time. Balenoglossus, saccoglossus. These are the guys which have got chordate-like character. For example, they have got a dorsal nerve cord. Nerve cord is ventral in non-chordates, but they have a dorsal nerve cord. Pharyngeal gill slits, a chordate character. Pharyngeal gill slits. Balenoglossus, saccoglossus, up to non-chordata. Complete, revise, analyze the mistakes. If you want to do any book, do the previous year papers. All the very best, bachcho. Too much of time I have taken. Okay, bachcho. So too much of time I have taken, and never neglect the previous year questions. Bye bye. Take care. God bless. Last time ये open रह गया था. Last time. And a lot of things are going on in the live class. So, okay, bachcho. Bye bye. Take care.